All right, this is part 2 of the I'm going to teach myself how to sew bras video. This is actually a bonnet pattern, so ignore this. I have a cousin who recently had a baby, and I thought I made her some baby clothes, and then I thought I'd make her one of these little pilot caps. They're so sweet. So I printed that out. First thing I bought from Beware I ordered all of this stuff first, but it takes a while to come from Sweden. But I went ahead and bought 2 patterns because I'm trying to duplicate the Marcy, and there's really nothing out there for a pre-made pattern. So I'm going to be drafting off of a Marcy that I cut apart. We'll see how that goes. But because I've never made a bra, I kind of need instructions on how to do it step by step, at least the first couple times. You know, because logically, you know, I would want to sew on elastic before I put on underwire channeling, possibly, and you've got to do it in a different step. So one, I kind of wanted to get a bra pattern that would give me kind of the step-by-step instructions that I could use for my drafted pattern. But also, I would like to try a few things. I've had no luck with ready-to-wear bras, really. Just a few that didn't drive me nuts. So I thought I'd go with Jessica's twin, and I totally made a bonehead move. Luckily, these patterns were, I think, like $11 each for the PDF, so they were really quite affordable compared to some of the other patterns. But my dumb ass, excuse me, my dumb butt, totally bought the Angie's pattern off of Etsy first, and I totally meant to buy the Jessica, and it was because they offered this one at the PDF in my size, but didn't offer this one in PDF, only in paper patterns. I don't know, but was kind of debating between the two anyway. So this has a single seam up the center of the cup, so there's 2 pieces to the cup, and that's it. So this should be a really easy pattern to try out for a first-time sewer, but also adjust. There's literally, that's the back band piece, the cup, the other part of the cup, and then the cradle. So it's fairly simple. This one has got a few more pieces, but I've heard it gives a really great rounded shape, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm kind of buying for what I know works for me, and then going from there. So those are the first 2 things I got from Beware, so I'm pretty excited about that. I may just go with that first and then draft the pattern after. So it's actually more expensive to buy sheer cup lining through Beware, but they said it was like extra soft, so I thought I'd buy like half a meter of this. I gotta say, I really like the Bra Builders ones that I bought better, but I'm glad I bought it. That's why I bought a little less from Bra Builders. And then this is cup material where it's got a sheer cup lining kind of fused to a mesh. So it's kind of an all-in-one deal. It's, you know, slightly see-through. You can see a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see my hand through there, but it's got all these embroidered flowers. I think I bought half a meter, pretty sure it's half a meter of this. So that should be really fun, and it actually would look really good with some of the strap elastics that I bought from Bra Builders, like the poppy. Looks really good with the orange. I could get away with the yellow as well if I wanted to be matchy-matchy, which generally I do not. But this should be, I mean, you know, even being a big cup girl, I like the plain power mesh backs on bras. I don't like them too fussy. So for cup material, I mean, I could probably get 6 or more bras out of this, I'm guessing. So I should be able to make bras for like the rest of my life, honestly, out of everything I bought. But I'm thoroughly planning on messing some stuff up. So, and then obviously with all the sheer cup lining, I need power mesh. So I bought a lot of power mesh. Now, bear in mind, this is supposed to be a kit cut is what they call it. See if I can get the whole thing in, pretty much. So that's 1 kit cut, and obviously you need 2 bands per bra. But if you look on, this is the pattern for the bra band. I mean, I should easily be able to get probably 3 bras, at least 2, but probably 3 bras out of a single cut of power mesh, maybe more. I've held up my Marcy power mesh, and they're even shorter than the pattern that I just showed you. So I could probably get 4 out of a single cut. So these are really economical. They should last me forever, honestly. The only reason to buy more is because I want different colors, let's be honest. So I got a Kit Kat of black, and I gotta sneeze, a Kit Kat of turquoise, a Kit Kat of hot pink, a Kit Kat of white, which I hate. I don't know why, but I did. And I actually got 2 Kit Kats of gray, because again, I've never had a gray bra, and I kind of like this as a neutral instead of white or black. But it's your standard power mesh that you use in the back of a bra. It's really stretchy and very firm. So that should do the trick for most of those. And of course, you know, I gotta go fancy over here. So, oh, I missed one. And light pink. So these are the Kit Kats that I did in solid colors. Also did a Kit Kat of this, which is actually a patterned mesh. If you can kind of see, trying to hold up here. Yeah, you can see it. It's got little floral pattern, which I thought would be, you know, fun and different. You know, it's kind of I don't like to go super crazy, but I like, you know, good solid basics. And then they did not have Kit Kats in these last 2 power meshes that I bought. So I bought a 1/3 of a meter, which is basically the same width as the Kit Kat, and then like 4 times longer. So, you know, I can make 3 or 4 bras out of a Kit Kat. I can make, you know, bras for the rest of my lifetime out of the rest of these. So this is actually a floral power mesh. I've also seen people do a couple of the kind of sleeping bralettes for larger bras out of this material. So that might be something I use something like this for, or buy something specifically, I don't know. But I really like this. I could see this with a solid colored cup and then, you know, crazy straps. I don't know. But I thought that was really pretty. So I bought that just because it was fun and different. And there's like, this is 4 layers and it's like the same size as the Kit Kat. So I will have floral power mesh for the rest of my life, probably. And the last bit of power mesh I bought was, of course, purple. Probably the favorite color in this household. Although I don't think my teen boys really care what color my bras are. There's a lot of purple in this house. So, you know, I bought that. I really want to kind of go back to Bra Builders and buy some sheer cup lining in this color and just do this color, because I've never had a bra this color either. So I thought that would be crazy fun. So there's this. Then again, I'm not fussy about laces and that sort of thing, but I did buy a few just because they were really pretty. And this is gonna be a really long video, so you know, if you're not drinking coffee, you need to be. So first off, I got this, which is, it almost glows in the light. It's really pretty. It's got a bit of a stretch to it. I'm probably not gonna venture into the lace making underwear just because I don't really care for them. And I've really, you know, when I finally found bras that fit and I could buy matchy underwear versus, you know, growing up when I could not, you know, I still don't wear them very often, possibly because they're so expensive, so I rarely buy them, and I just don't see it happening, but you never know. But there is some stretch, so you could put this on a band if you were so inclined, or use it for underwear. It was just really pretty. I think I only bought a meter just because I don't see myself doing much more than trimming a cup, or maybe doing most of a cup, which this should be plenty to do. You know, if I was doing like the band and stuff, I might need more. I don't know. Again, this is all new to me, so I'm kind of winging it. But I think, you know, at least with the Marcy, it's literally just a stripe of lace at the very top of the cup. So I could get several bras out of this little cut if that's what I wanted to use it for. There's a funny long story, but when I finally found my first bra that wasn't white or black, it was this rose colored. It's actually still sold by Bally. It's the Smooth and Lace, I think is what they call it. But for some reason, this lace reminded me of that bra, and it gave me kind of the warm feels, just because that was like the first real bra I ever had that was a color. And so I bought this. It's a little bit browner than it looked online, but it's very pretty. It's kind of a basic lace. But I thought I'd get that. I mean, their lace is very cheap. It's like $2-3 a meter. So why not? I thought I actually removed this from my cart, funnily enough. I like the more Art Deco-y kind of laces, and this kind of had the floral Art Deco deal. I thought I took it out, and then apparently I left it in. So this will probably be one of my first laces that I kind of play with, just because it's not my favorite. These last 3 are the ones that I really like. So I bought, I think, 1.5 meters of this lace. It's not stretchy at all, so it's not suitable for underwear. It's just a mesh. And it looks like a little bit limier online, and I think even on this video, but it's kind of like a grass apple green, and then it's got kind of these hot pink flowers, which is actually the exact reason I bought this Kit Kat. And then the hot pink power mesh, because I thought that would be really fun and very juvenile and kind of up my alley. Because I have clearly, if you look at my t-shirt, I dress like a teenage boy, and my underwear is that of a like 12-year-old girl, and I'm cool with that. That's what I like. This I adored. Again, I'm not a lacy person, but I just loved the gray with like the blue flowers because it's so unusual. And I like I like extreme colors when it comes to my taste aesthetic, but not so much with like lace and flowers and stuff. But I just really liked the fact that it was like a two-toned lace. And it kind of tripped me out. I liked it. So this will probably be, you know, further down the bra making adventure, just because it's really pretty. And then I got a plain, it's almost the same as the pinky brown lace. It's a little whiter. Again, it's very stretchy, so I could cover a whole bra with it or make underwear, but it's just a nice kind of slate gray color. And again, I'm really into gray for some reason, just because I've never had a gray bra of any sort of shape and color, so I'm excited for that. It's definitely coffee time. And all this actually came wrapped up in pretty paper. So did the bra builders, actually, but I couldn't save myself ripping it open. But I did save this. So this is my lace grab bag that I got from Beware. It was $5, and it came in this little bitty package in this gorgeous paper that I kept specifically to show off. Now it goes in the trash. But you would not believe how much lace I got in this grab bag. It's insane. So most of them are close to 1 meter. This one's one of the shortest pieces, I do believe. Not really my style. It's a pretty kind of green color, and it's small, so I would only be able to trim, like I probably could get 1 cup out of this, maybe a little bit more, but I could definitely trim the top of a cup if I were making the Marcy clone. So that might be a good one to test it out on. This is kind of a two-toned ombre lace. 100% not my taste aesthetic, even though I said I dress like a, you know, teenage girl. You know, the kind of unicorns and flowers, not so much my bag, but I actually think it's kind of fun. I definitely would have never bought it. That is actually really fun. Might be fun to play with. I wouldn't be unhappy to wear it. Let's just put it that way. This I actually really like, and it came in a fairly large piece. Yeah, I would say that's a little over 1 meter. Beware being from Sweden, everything's in meters, so it's like a yard-ish. But it's actually got like kind of an orange and hot pink to the lace, and then mesh with a polka dot. It's really stretchy, and it's wide too, which is nice. I would totally cover a cup with that, no problem. And being the Marcy has the kind of like sheer cup of polka dots, it's kind of fun, but I might make one out of that. I actually had a Marcy in that color at one point. Then honestly, the 2 worst ones, just because I hate white. So I got 2 cuts of white. So this is the regular white, and then this, I swear, is like light blue, or it got in the wash. It's slightly different color. It's basically the same as the gray and the pink, this lace. A little stretchy, pretty basic. They both look white. When you look at them, this one next to this one looks a different color though. Again, it's going to be good for playing around with and learning how to apply lace without ruining good lace pieces, because I've never worked with it. And again, I'm halfway through. This I got all for $5, so you really can't complain. And since I'm brand new, I don't have anything to use for testing out patterns and stuff, so I'm happy to have it. This is actually really pretty. It's kind of a plain black lace with a hot pink trim to it. Shorter piece, a little bit narrower, but still, this would actually look really pretty on a Marcy cup as the trim. Still going. $5, y'all. I mean, you cannot beat that. This is the top side. So another kind of plain black mesh. I really like this one. I just don't know how well it'll work with a bra, but it'll be fun to play with. Because I've seen a couple laces that have the same kind of very long drooping pattern to them. And I don't know how well that would work for a larger cup size in some of the patterns I'm looking at, but I am game to try, so we'll use that. Another one that I'm really not terribly thrilled to have, but again, I need lace to practice with, so I'm happy to have lace to practice with. Peach, floral, literally the last thing I would pick, but there are lots of other laces that look like this in different colors, different styles, so I mean, you can't go wrong with a grab bag. A, if you're just looking for something different, but B, if you want something to practice with and you're a new sewer, I think that's a great thing to do. Low-key love this fabric. It's got a really cool kind of, you know, non-floral design. Because again, I'm not really into the floral. I've said it like 9 times in case you hadn't got that. But it's stretchy, it's turquoise, it's got a cool pattern. I have no idea how that would work out for a bra, especially in my size. I mean, the difference between sewing like a small, like, you know, B cup bra versus like an H is dramatic, right? So you could make a whole cup out of this, no problem, if you had a smaller bra. But when you're talking a bigger bra, you know, this only covers part of the cup. So you have to patch it or kind of apply it to part of the cup. I don't know. So having lace like this is really good. I can practice with something I don't care about. And I'm always about that. This, I was surprised. I pulled it out. I was like, ooh, floral. And then I was like, ooh, floral. So probably because it's purple, honestly. But it's purple with a gold trim, stretchy. Short piece, though. Shy of a meter, I'd say. You know, it's like 2.5 feet, perhaps. But certainly large enough to decorate something. Or maybe I would do a purple bra and just do the bridge out of this. That would be pretty. You know, because I like fabric embellishments instead of like kind of, you know, so I can treat this like fabric in my mind. Almost there. We have the kits left. So I've bought several kits. I'm planning on deconstructing these just because I like to put stuff together in different ways. So I think I will do another video since this one's already 17 minutes long.